Max Goof, finally on summer break, had it all figured out. A meticulously mapped road trip with his two best friends to the biggest music festival of the year. The car was packed, the playlist was ready, and freedom was calling. The first detour wasn't on any map. A parade of celebrating garden gnomes, don't ask, blocked the main road out of town. Forced to take a shortcut, they found themselves on a dusty, unpaved road heading in the opposite direction. Stopped at a bizarre roadside attraction, the world's largest ball of twine, they bought a mysterious treasure map from a winking raccoon. It promised a hidden waterfall, but looked like it was drawn by a dizzy chicken. Trusting the map, Max turned onto an even smaller path. The path became a ditch. The ditch became a shallow creek. They weren't driving a car anymore. They were captaining a very confused sedan on a river adventure. After finally escaping the creek, they stopped to dry off. One of Max's friends, PJ, stepped onto what looked like solid ground and sank up to his knees in mud. It took 30 minutes and a lot of laughing to pull him out shoeless. Stuck in the mud, they were rescued by a friendly farmer on a gigantic tractor. He towed them out while his chickens curiously inspected the car's interior. Payment was made in the form of their entire bag of chips. Starving, they stopped at a neon-lit diner that seemed to float in the middle of nowhere. The menu was full of bizarre items like meatloaf surprise and gravy float. The surprise in the meatloaf was still a surprise. Back on the road, Max reached for his wallet for gas money. It was gone. Panic ensued. They had to backtrack to the diner, only to find the wallet had been found by the waitress and used as a coaster for a sticky syrup jug. Looking at the map, Max realized they were now hundreds of miles from the festival route. The mood sank. Then, they saw a sign for a stunning canyon view they never would have found otherwise. The detour became the destination. They reached the canyon as the sun was setting. It was breathtaking. Max tried to capture the perfect photo and accidentally locked the keys in the car with the engine running. The only mechanic for miles was closed. Stranded but not defeated, they built a campfire with spare change and a lot of hope. They slept under the stars, telling stories and realizing this was better than any planned hotel stay. The next morning, a passing hiker with extensive knowledge of car doors and coat hangers helped them break into their own car. He refused payment, asking only that they pay it forward. They finally arrived at the music festival, just as the last band was playing the final song of the weekend. The field was empty except for trash and a single, abandoned glow stick. Instead of being disappointed, they sat on the hood of their muddy, banged-up car and watched the most spectacular sunrise. They had missed the concert, but they had gained an entire album of insane stories. The drive home was slower. They took weird turns on purpose. They stopped at every weird landmark they saw. They had mastered the art of the unplanned adventure. Max returned home, exhausted, dirty, and utterly happy. His perfect plan had been a total failure, and it was the best trip of his life. He learned that the best memories aren't found on a map. They're found in the wild, unpredictable detours along